So when we left, our heroes had just finished fighting off some serpent men and a swamp slug, and they are still trying to find their way out of the swamps of Jargono. Warring serpent men are all around, so we're going to rejoin them on their quest to get the heck out of Dodge. I do need to say up front that as I was recording and I looked back, I made a couple of big mistakes right at the end in the big final battle, but it's too late now to do anything about it, so we'll just drive on and it'll play out as it plays out. Most things went against our heroes, but I made a couple of mistakes that probably did help them. So anyway, let's get back into the swamps and see if they can get away. Okay, I cleaned up the mess. The spine glow vines is still out. Everything else is still the same. So really it's time to hold back the darkness as they chase for that one door. So hold back the darkness. They do. That's good. Now let me just double check something. So moved once, moved twice, moved 3 times. Okay. So Saloon Girl gets to move. 3. She's not going to bother scavenging at this point because it'd be something bad, I'm sure. Marshall's going to move. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to peek through the door. He's going to take his 5 experience. If we get ambushed, we get ambushed, and we just die. Alright, so the ribs and the advanced encounter is Bones of the Beast. So let me get that set up. Alright, so we believe in no retreat, so I just removed some of the map tiles because I'm not going backwards. But the ribs, we have to go up 1 on the depth track. We're at 12. We still got to go through 4 rooms if we don't find a portal to get out of here. Exploration token. There's no other special rules in effect. So let's flip the exploration token. Oh, we've got a portal and an attack. Ugh. And let's see what Bones of the Beast is. Bones of the Beast. The giant remains of a long dead beast protrude up out of the swamp water here, like a forest of bone. All heroes on this map tile may reroll 1 failed defense roll per attack on them. All enemies on this map tile are +1 defense. Also, when first drawn, roll a d6. On a 1, 2, or 3, something was waiting for you, hidden amongst the bones, and you have to draw a threat. Alright, so we already have an attack, so let's see. There is not a threat. Right? Oh no, on a 2, so we are attacked. Jiminy Crickets, so we're going to be attacked twice. So really, there are 2 attacks. But we are +1. We get to re-roll, but they're all +1 defense. That stinks. Okay, so they're not ambush attack. Well, okay, so attack number 1. Is it an ambush? No. Right. No, any attack is an ambush. So the first one is an ambush, and it's on a 4+. Is it serpent men or do we draw? We draw. So the first attack is swamp slug again. So another swamp slug. Well, at least I have that available. Okay, on a 1, 2, or 3, it's attacking the Saloon Girl. On a 4, 5, or 6, it's attacking the Marshal. So it's attacking the Saloon Girl. Go, girl. Alright. Now for the second one, is it an ambush? It is not an ambush. Now, is it Serpent Men or a regular card? It is a regular card as well. So we are not fighting Serpent Men, we are fighting... Oh, draw a standard threat card. P tentacles. Okay, well, a non-ambushed P tentacles. Well, that's not terrible. 6 tentacles. Let me go get some tentacles. And I'm just double checking the special rules and make sure it doesn't have to be a serpentine at the end. So let me get this out of the way. Let's go ahead and roll for which door? 4. I don't know where I put the ribs card. Huh. So a 4 means this one is the portal. And there is no other door. Why would we care? We're not going there anyway. Alright, so swamp slugs and the tentacles, not an ambush. Okay, I just put away the swamp slug card. Let me get it back out. So the elite ability for the swamp slug is a 2. Regeneration, heals 2 wounds at the start of each turn. Okay, we could have rolled for a better one of those. And now for the tentacles, a 3. Plus 2 defense. Oh my goodness. They're already... let's see. They're already plus 2 defense, aren't they? No, they're plus 1 defense. So they're plus 3 defense. So their defense is 5. Ooh, that could be a problem. Alright. So, first step is to hold back the darkness. Double 6s. I have not gotten double 6s in the swamps. So, I'm going to assume that it is good. Fountain of Life. A wellspring bubbles up here, rejuvenating all that touch its waters. Each hero may immediately heal 2d6 wounds or sanity any mix and remove any poison markers. Okay. So, 2d6 for the Saloon Girl. 9. Oh, that was a big deal. So that's 5 wounds and 4 sanity. Wow, that was very good timing. And now for our Marshal. 6. Oh, well, he doesn't have anything because he died and came back to life, so he was fine. So they are... So the Swamp Slug's ambush, so his initiative is 5, but the Saloon Girl's initiative is 6. Because one of the things that she got, because of her soul parasite. Now, I guess technically he is on the same tile, so we're going to go ahead and we'll roll for sanity for the red is the Marshal, white is the Saloon Girl. So the Marshal takes a sanity damage. Saloon Girl moves. She... You know what? Ooh. She is actually going to try to escape. 3 plus, that's a 5. So that actually gives her enough to move here next to him. Then she will, her holdout pistol has a range of 3, 1, 2, 3. So she's going to use her holdout pistol on the swamp slug. And she misses. Okay, now it's the swamp slug's turn. I guess 1, 2, 3, her, 4, 5, 6, the marshal. So still going after her. Can move 9. He's slow, but can move 9. Alright, he only has 1 attack. The spitting thing from last time was due to his elite ability. So he'll attack the saloon girl and he misses. And now it is the marshal's turn. He's going to go close combat. I'll ignore the tentacles for now. We got to kill this slug. All right, 3 hits and a critical. So red is the critical. The others are the regular hits. He can't. The most damage he can do is 12. So 6, that's 3. This defense is +1. So he's +1 defense. Alright, he's just +1 defense. The tentacles are the ones that are actually going to have it. They have an insane defense now. So he's a defense of 3. So this one does nothing. His defense of 3. This one does nothing, and this one does 2 more. So he does 5 wounds to the slug. Okay. And then the tentacles get to move. Oh, he does get some experience. I'm sorry. 35 experience. Now the slugs, they have a move of 6. It doesn't matter because one's going to be attacking the saloon girls, one's going to be attacking. Well, no, actually, the first one will attack him because he is not occupied. I mean, they'll all move up. Okay. Now the second one, because she's already being attacked, so random. 1, 2, 3, saloon girl, 4, 5, 6, marshal. So we have 2 of them attacking the marshal. So there is 6 attacks on the marshal. So there are 2 attacking him, so he could re-roll 2. So I guess I have to roll them separately now. What a pain. So two attacks of 3 each. Those don't hit. Those don't hit. All right, 1 hit. He doesn't save, but he gets to re-roll 1, so he saves it. Okay. All right, so that's gives them defense, but helps us out too. All right, so that is the end of the turn, which means there is D3 wounds on each of them. Red is the marshal. So 2 for the marshal and 1 for the saloon girl. Alright, time to hold back the darkness. We do not. And it's another darkness card. Swarm of rats. A scurrying tide of rats pour through the passage, swarming over the heroes and passing by. Each hero takes 2 corruption hits, gains 20 experience, and then must pass an agility 4 test or discard 1 side bag token. I am going to use the Tome of Vontaro to cancel this darkness card. So let me flip that over, and you go away. Alright. And now it is the saloon girl's turn. She will attack. I forgot to roll to move. No, no grit. She's going to re-roll. That's her re-roll. Still no help. She does do a critical with her axe, which automatically will do 3 damage. Well, wait a minute. Do I want to do the critical on a tentacle and get rid of one? Because they do have a higher defense. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually kill a tentacle instead. Now it's the Marshal's turn. And I should have said that before I rolled that dice, but I was thinking while I was rolling. So Marshall's turn, he's going to roll his dice. He gets to reroll one. So he's got 3 critical hits. He still does not, even with 3 critical hits, he doesn't have enough. But he's gonna put them all on the Swamp Slug. And he's going to do a total of 9, which takes him up to 14. And then he's going to use his Swamp Raptor's Claw, which he misses with. And he doesn't have a grit. Alright, so he did 9 damage. So, get some experience. They're getting a lot of experience even though they haven't gone that far. And now it is the Tentacle's turn. A new one moves up, 1, 2, 3, it attacks the Saloon Girl, 4, 5, 6, it's the Marshal. Oh, actually no, it's the Swamp Slug's turn, but it'll attack the Marshal. Alright, so did I do the horror hits? I did not do the horror hits this turn. Red and white, they both fail. So they both take another sanity. Now the slug attacks the Saloon Girl. He hits. Uh-oh. And she defends. Now 6 tentacle attacks on the Marshal with only 1 hitting. That was pretty lucky. And he saves it. And then we get D3 of these acidic mucus. So they each take 3 more hits, 3 more wounds. I did forget Comforting Presence last turn for her. Helps him, doesn't help her. And now it's time to hold back the darkness. Oh, please. We hold back the darkness. So now it's horror hits. I'll remember it this time. Marshall takes 1. Now it is Saloon Girl's turn to move. She's not going anywhere. She's going to attack. Reroll 1. She's gonna do them one at a time, even though she does have a grit. But she's going to put the first one on the Swamp Slug. That's 2, 3, 4. Defense is 3, X1. That's enough to kill the Swamp Slug. Wow. And she gets 15 experience for that. She's going to put her second hit then on this tentacle. Does 6, 7, 8 damage. So even though they have a defense of 5, holy smokes. They have a defense of 5. Hold on. 6, 7, 8. She doesn't kill it. She does 3 wounds. And they have 4 health. Wow. Oh, this is going to take forever. Okay. Marshall hadn't been using his shotgun much, but it doesn't seem much point. Alright, so he's going to attack. He's going to reroll 1. So he's got 3 hits. 1 is a critical. Ooh. Should he do the sure thing? Nah, he's going to try it with just a regular Ooh, for him, he has to roll a 6 to do any damage. 5. Yeah, so he's going to put the critical on this one. 4. That's enough to kill it. So that kills it, so he heals a wound and a sanity. And he gets 40 experience points. And now his 2 regulars, he's going to put on the other one. So he does 1 point of damage to that one. Wow, that defense of 5 is just... Alright, their turn. So now it's 3 on each. So red's the marshal, white's the saloon girl. Ooh. So 2 on the marshal. Ooh. And 2 hits that ignore defense. So she can roll 1 for defense, and she gets it. So she takes 6 wounds. Yikes. She's gonna have to do another. She's gonna have to do another bandage here soon. And then he has 2 regular hits. He gets to reroll 1 defense. Oh, so he takes 3 wounds. This is not looking good. I was thinking tentacles, oh, that's easy. Okay, we're going to hold back the darkness. We do not. Saloon girl to move. She takes 2 sanity damage because of her soul-sucking parasite, but she does get a grit. Roll their horror hits. He takes 1, she doesn't. So she's moved. Now she's going to attack. Yeah. Reroll 1. So she's got 2 regular hits. She's just going to put them both on this guy. Well, ooh. So he 3. Yeah, she's just going to put it both on him. No, she's going to do them one at a time. So first one on him does diddly squat. That's because his defense. And the second one, 4, 5, 6. So it does another wound on him. Alright. You know, the marshal, he's going to switch over to his shotgun. Because there's more potential for damage there. Ah, and he misses. Okay. He's using a bandage on the saloon girl for 6. Another bandage gone. And now it is reds are attacks on the marshal, whites are attacks on the saloon girl. So, saloon girl has 1 automatic hit, ignoring her defense, so that's 3 damage for the saloon girl. And then he gets to roll his defense. Ooh, gets to reroll 1, so he takes 3 damage. And then forgot her comforting presence last turn. It's the end of this turn, so comforting presence again, which is the only thing probably saving him at this point. Give her experience. And now it's time to hold back the darkness, or not. We don't. And now it's a growing dread card. I'm going to shuffle these just in case. Do I have anything that will let me get rid of a growing dread card? I don't think I do. Be something silly. Every hero immediately gains D6 corruption points, ignoring willpower. That was not good. D6 corruption. Alright. Red is the marshal, white is the saloon girl. Red is the marshal, white is the saloon girl. So he takes 2 corruption. He can only take 1 more before he gets a mutation. And she can only take 1 more before she gets a mutation. So I think mutations might be kind of cool. Okay, so saloon girl to move. She's not doing anything. Saloon girl to attack. And a reroll. 1 hit. She's going to put it on the wounded one. 4, 5, 6. So she does another wound. It's going to be a war of attrition. Alright. Marshall doesn't get a grit. He's going to attack. 6. That is a critical hit. And I'm actually going to... Ooh. I'm going to put it on this other unwounded one. Oh. 3 damage. Oh, I missed a golden opportunity. I screwed that up. But and now it's the same old 3 and 3. Okay. Red's the marshal. So nothing on the marshal. 1 that she can save against. She saves, and 1 that automatically does 3. I'm going to have to use bandages on her again in a minute. Okay, her comforting presence. Okay, time to hold back. Oops. Attempt to hold back the darkness. And we do. Now, saloon girl's move. Ooh, she gets a grit. She's up to her max grit. I could have reused her. I could have used a grit. Oh, I'm such an idiot. And she takes 2 sanity. Alright, so saloon girl attacks. Ooh, she gets to reroll 1. She's going to use her grit to reroll both those. And then she gets her 1 reroll. So she's got 2 hits. So she's going to put her first one on, it doesn't matter, on that one. 5, 6, 7. So she kills that one. Getting 30 experience. And now she's going to put her second one on this one, which is enough to kill that one. So she gets 60 total experience. Now I'm thinking maybe things will be okay. The marshal is going to use his shotgun, and he misses, and he has no grit. So 1, 2, 3 the marshal, 4, 5, 6 the saloon girl. Attacking the saloon girl. 3 attacks. Ooh. She is going to use her other, once per adventure, prevent all damage from a single source. Alright, so that will wipe that away. And now, one more time, hold back the darkness. 7 we do. Saloon girl moves. She's not going anywhere. Saloon girl attacks. Okay, she's just going to reroll nothing. The marshal attacks. He gets a critical hit. Oh, come on, 4 or more. A 4, that is enough. That kills the last one, so that is 40 experience for him. He heals a wound. But we're not done yet because we still have to get out of the mine. So just as a recap, the win conditions: to escape the war-torn region, the heroes must either find a gate and start a turn with no heroes in the swamps of Jargono and no enemies on the board, or start a turn with the hero posse marker at the space mark 8. So we have to get off the board without anything bad happening. So if I fail darkness, then we could get another darkness card, which could lead to an attack. But in the meantime, red is the marshal, white is the saloon girl for our healing. So she gets 3, but it's a +2, so 5. Which hopefully this won't matter. And he gets a 2, +2 is 4. Loot cards. They each get a loot card. No, they each get 2 loot cards because of the 2 different attacks. Alright, so her first loot card is a gear card or an artifact card if she's in another world. So let's grab an artifact card. And she gets a Juju Wand. Anytime you kill an enemy, place a marker here, limit 3. Once per turn you may discard any number of markers from here to add +1 damage to each one of your hits. Discard any markers here at the end of an adventure. Requires Spirit 4 or higher to use. Now she's Spirit 3, so I guess that means this is probably going to get zapped. Okay, her second one, 250 and some experience. So she gets 250 gold, and she gets a total of 40 experience. And then his first loot, 20 experience and a sack of gold. So he's actually gotten 350 plus the gold from the last time. And he gets 20 experience and then 30 experience, so 50 total experience and a dark stone shard, which they've got enough that they just need to be selling them. They're probably going to get mutated because of their corruption hits at the end of this, but alright, so now it's time to attempt to hold back the darkness. They do. Saloon Girl, she takes 2 sanity because of her parasite, and she gets a grit and can move 2. 1, 2. Now the marshal, he gets a grit, but he can move 4 because of his adventure boots and his lore of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can basically, he can leave next turn. Alright, time to hold back the darkness. Oh! No! I think, is that an ambush attack? No, it's not. Tribal drums. In the distance you hear the thundering war drums of a savage tribe. They're getting louder and louder with every step you take. Either discard a grit or take D6 sanity, ignoring willpower. I think we just discard the grit because we're going to get one as soon as we leave anyway, or, you know, either way. Alright, so, Saloon Girl. 3, 1, 2, 3, plus her extra 1. She leaves. Marshall, he gets his grit back on his way out the door. And he leaves. So they have won. We got very, very lucky with that exploration token right off the bat. So what do they win? They get 50 experience points and D6 plus $50. So let's give them each 50 experience points. And then they each get D50. So they'll each get another 50 gold. Oh, also, if the heroes reached the space marked 8 on the depth track, they would get +1 sanity. But they didn't get that far, so they just got some experience and some gold, and they figured out what's going on, and they found a new gate. So now they're going to go back to town, reunite with the young girl and her family, and maybe they have enough to level up. I don't think so. But they are getting the heck out of Jargono and on to their next adventure. So as the Marshal and the Saloon Girl leave the portal, they come across the young girl who was waiting for them at the entrance to the mine. She's very excited and they're ready to head back to town, but they have a few things they need to do post-adventure. So they heal all of their wounds, of which Saloon Girl was one wound away from dying. They then have to roll for their corruption. And so the Saloon Girl has 5 Darkstone. This is bad because, oh, so she takes 3 corruption hits. She saves 1. She's going to use a grit to re-roll. And she saves them. Because she's got 6, she's allowed 7. Now the Marshal has 3 Darkstone. He takes 1 corruption. He will use his save. He fails. He's going to take 5th corruption. So he has a corruption. So they all start with their corruption value of 5. He is actually at 6. He got the +1 corruption. So he can take this 5th corruption and he is fine. And so I messed her up. So she's got a corruption of 8, which means when she hits 8. So she has 5 plus she's got 3 extra, so she's 8. Which is the same thing as I was doing anyway. So anyway, they are both now 1 away from getting a mutation. So with that, the only thing left to do is to travel to a town. So when I come back next week, I'm going to send them to a town. It's random which town they go to, so I can't do their travel hazards until we get to that point. So I will count up all their experience, I will count up their gold, and we will take them to town where they can sell some of this loot that they got. Alright, so until next time, thanks for watching. I'm having a good time playing this game, even though I have made a lot of mistakes. It's amazing how much there is to keep track of, even with just 2 characters. I don't know how people do it managing 3 and 4. So, with that said, hopefully next week I will be taking the Marshal and the Saloon Girl to town.